New Hampshire Senator Kelly Ayotte was at yesterday's Budget Committee hearing. She asked the CBO director about his report on Obamacare and the labor market, and she joins me now. Senator, good to have you here today.
Good to be with you, Martha.
You know, I mean, Douglas Elmendorf has been very specific about the impact of this. He said, yes, indeed, it is a disincentive to work, and it's an incentive to work less in order to maintain your benefit level, right?
Well, the CBO report essentially says that fewer people will be in the workforce, and some of them will work less hours. Yesterday, I asked him specifically, what about the incentives toward upward mobility? And he said essentially the subsidies could provide a disincentive to upward mobility because it will cause people to work fewer hours or to work not as hard in those hours. In other words, you know, the president talks about income inequality, but here we have the CBO director saying that this could be a disincentive to upward mobility. In other words, maybe I don't want to work harder in that position or to take that promotion because of the subsidies and the disincentives that are created under the Obamacare. So it's really troubling, I think, for the country, and I think that Bill O'Reilly has an excellent point.
What do you say to those who listen to Nancy Pelosi and say, you know what, she's right. There are moms who maybe wouldn't have to work if they weren't concerned about their work, you know, their health care plan that's attached to their job, and they could stay at home. And those who she also points to who want more freedom to pursue other things, they would have some sort of, you know, portability, essentially, which is something a lot of Republicans have argued for in their health care plan.
Well, I'm all for portability, but you don't have to do that with the way Obamacare is structured, which actually gives people less choice because you have to have the mandated plan that the government says. In a state like mine in New Hampshire on the exchange, 10 of the 26 hospitals are excluded. So frankly, there isn't the kind of portability that Republicans are talking about that we want for people in the workforce. And ultimately, if we're in a situation where less people participate in the labor force or work less because of the structure of this law, this diminishes the economic strength of the country. So this is a really troubling issue, I think. And then with this issue of upward mobility, you know, we want to encourage people to strive for more in this country. That's what the American dream is about. And to have the director of the CBO office say yesterday that these subsidies essentially could be a disincentive to that upward mobility, I think it's the wrong direction for America.
I want to pull up a quote from Mark Stein, who's a conservative writer, and he says, work and purpose are intimately connected. Researchers at the University of Michigan, for example, found that welfare payments make one unhappier than a modest income honestly earned and used to provide for one's family. It drains too much of the life from life. And that was according to Charles Murray in a speech that he gave in 2009 and was quoted by Mark Stein in that piece. What do you think about that, Senator?
I think people, the American dream, you know, people work hard, they succeed, they can move upward, and that people really do get satisfaction out of earned success and opportunity in this country. And so I really fundamentally believe that this idea that people don't, you know, want somehow to work and to get that earned success and have opportunity really defies the American dream.
Senator Ayotte, thank you very much. Always good to talk to you. We'll see you soon.
Great to talk with you.